Welcome to Legends Remembered, a special tribute to the wrestling icons who shaped the sport and left an unforgettable legacy. Their passion and dedication continue to inspire fans worldwide. Today, we also bring you emotional news about Giulia, whose recent situation has touched many hearts. Join us as we celebrate their lives through heartfelt memories and moving tributes. Subscribe to keep their stories alive and ensure their legacies are never forgotten. Eddie Graham, a legendary figure in professional wrestling, tragically his was ruled a suicide, a deeply tragic conclusion to a life marked by both immense success and personal struggles. Graham had long battled with depression, a mental health condition that had taken a significant toll on his life, both personally and professionally. He had suffered from a series of devastating personal losses, including the of his young son, which profoundly impacted his emotional state. In addition to the grief from these personal tragedies, Graham faced the pressures of the wrestling business, where the demands of both in-ring performance and promotion weighed heavily on him. His mental health struggles were compounded by financial difficulties and the stress of managing one of the most prominent wrestling territories in the US. Despite his successes, Graham's personal life was in turmoil, and he often faced feelings of isolation. The toll of these struggles ultimately led to his decision to take his own life, leaving the wrestling world in shock. Though his was tragic, Eddie Graham's legacy in professional wrestling is immense. As both a wrestler and a promoter, he played a pivotal role in shaping the industry. His vision for storytelling in wrestling and his ability to nurture new talent have left a lasting impact. His untimely passing marked the end of an era in Florida wrestling, but his contributions to the sport and the lives he touched continue to be remembered and celebrated by those in the wrestling community. Dino Bravo, born on February 6, 1948, in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, was a towering figure in the world of professional wrestling. With a physique that seemed chiseled from stone and an undeniable aura of strength, Bravo quickly became a fan favorite. He embarked on his wrestling journey in the late 1960s, and his career spanned across several prominent wrestling promotions, including the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, and World Championship Wrestling, WCW. Bravo's remarkable strength, paired with his magnetic charisma, made him a memorable character in the wrestling world. His imposing presence in the ring was matched only by his ability to captivate audiences, ensuring his place among the greats. In the late 1980s, Bravo reached the peak of his WWF career, engaging in several high-profile rivalries that showcased his technical prowess and brute strength. His notable feuds with the likes of Hacksaw Jim Duggan and the British Bulldog brought intensity to the squared circle, further solidifying his status as a formidable competitor. Bravo's signature move, the side suplex, became iconic, embodying both his raw power and technical finesse. He was also a key member of the Dream Team, alongside Greg Valentine, a partnership that helped cement his legacy in wrestling history. Tragically, Dino Bravo's life was abruptly ended in 1993 when he was found murdered in his home at the age of 45. The circumstances surrounding his sent shockwaves through the wrestling world. It was later revealed that Bravo's ties to organised crime and involvement in illegal activities, particularly smuggling cigarettes, were likely factors leading to his untimely demise. While his passing was marred by these associations, Bravo is still remembered as a talented and influential wrestler who made an indelible mark on the industry. His legacy continues to inspire aspiring wrestlers and fans alike. Don Bass, a revered figure in professional wrestling, leaving behind a legacy that continues to be celebrated by wrestling fans and peers. While his wrestling career spanned several decades, culminating in notable achievements in the 1970s and 1980s, the cause of his was tied to the natural aging process and the physical toll of a demanding profession. Wrestling, particularly during Bass's era, was known for its grueling nature, with wrestlers often pushing their bodies to the limit in every match. Over the years, Bass had sustained numerous injuries that are common in the sport, including joint problems, back issues, and other chronic conditions that can arise from years of intense physical exertion. These injuries, combined with the wear and tear on his body, likely contributed to his health decline as he aged. Though specific details surrounding his cause of are not widely publicised, many former wrestlers of Bass's generation have faced health complications due to the physical demands of their careers. It's important to note that many athletes from this era have prematurely due to long-term health issues, such as heart disease, neurological conditions, and complications arising from previous injuries. Bass's passing serves as a reminder of the physical sacrifices professional wrestlers often make during their careers. His legacy, built on his powerful style, technical prowess, and memorable rivalries, remains an integral part of wrestling history. While his marked the end of an era, Don Bass's contributions to the sport and his impact on fans continue to be cherished. Bruiser Brody, born Frank Donald Goodish, was a towering, larger-than-life figure in professional wrestling, known for his brutal brawling style and untamed persona. With a commanding presence that easily eclipsed the ring, Brody stood over 6 feet tall and exuded raw power and intensity. His matches were chaotic spectacles, often spilling out of the ring and into the audience, creating a wild, unpredictable atmosphere that became his signature. Fans flocked to see this untamable warrior, drawn to his authenticity and the sense that he was a true tough guy, an unpredictable force who played by his own rules. Brody's career spanned the globe, from the United States to Japan and Puerto Rico, leaving an indelible mark in promotions such as World Class Championship Wrestling, WCCW, the American Wrestling Association, AWA, and New Japan Pro Wrestling, NJPW. His brutal feuds, particularly with the likes of Abdullah the Butcher, Stan Hansen, and the Von Erich family, are etched in the annals of wrestling history as some of the most heated rivalries ever seen. Beyond his fierce persona, Brody's refusal to conform to wrestling conventions earned him a reputation as a maverick who fought for his worth, even if it meant challenging promoters and authority figures. Tragically, Brody's life and career were cut short. On July 17, 1988, he was fatally stabbed backstage in a Puerto Rican locker room by a promoter named Jose Gonzalez, an act that shook the wrestling world to its core. At just 42 years old, Brody's left a void in the industry, but his legacy continues to resonate. His uncompromising style and rebellious spirit influenced countless wrestlers, and his impact on the world of hardcore wrestling is still felt to this day. Brody was posthumously inducted into multiple wrestling halls of fame, cementing his place as a true icon. Dr. Caronte, a beloved and dedicated medical professional, tragically his came as a shock to those who had been fortunate enough to know him, both as a colleague and a patient. While his passing was deeply mourned, the cause of shed light on the personal health struggles that he faced quietly throughout his life. Dr. Caronte had long been an advocate for preventive healthcare, educating his community about healthy living and the importance of taking proactive measures to protect one's health. However, despite his expertise, he too faced his own medical challenges. It was revealed that he had been battling a chronic condition that, despite his best efforts to manage it, ultimately led to his untimely. The specifics of his illness were kept private, but it is understood that his condition had been progressively worsening over time. His dedication to his patients never wavered, and he continued to work tirelessly even as his own health was in decline. It is believed that the stress of his profession, combined with his personal health struggles, may have contributed to his passing. Dr. Carontes serves as a poignant reminder of the human side of healthcare professionals. Those who care for others often neglect their own well-being in the process. His passing highlighted the importance of supporting medical professionals not only in their work, but also in their personal health journeys. Although his loss was deeply felt, his legacy endures in the countless lives he touched with his compassion, expertise, and unwavering commitment to healing. Black Warrior, born on January 7, 1969, left an indelible mark on the Mexican lucha libre scene before his untimely passing at the age of 54. His unexpected on November 7, 2023, was attributed to complications arising from heart disease, a health struggle that ultimately claimed his life. Throughout his career, Black Warrior's charisma, in-ring athleticism, and larger-than-life persona made him one of the most captivating figures in the wrestling world. His distinctive look, characterized by his sleek black mask and imposing presence, became instantly recognizable to fans, and his fast-paced, high-flying style left an enduring impression. Starting his wrestling journey in the early 1990s, Black Warrior quickly rose to prominence across Mexico's top lucha libre promotions. Known for his dynamic top-rope Huracan Rana and a wide array of submission holds, he was a master of blending aerial finesse with technical mastery, showcasing his diverse skill set. He became a crowd favorite, celebrated not only for his moves, but also for his fiery passion and the personal connection he forged with fans. His rivalries with lucha legends and unforgettable matches turned him into a household name, solidifying his place in the lucha libre pantheon. Throughout his career, Black Warrior won numerous championships, etching his name in the history books of the sport. But beyond his titles, he was revered for his mentorship of younger talent. His influence extended far beyond the ropes, and his contributions to the development of future luchadors are a lasting part of his legacy. Though Black Warrior's life was tragically cut short, his spirit lives on in the hearts of the many fans he touched, and in the wrestlers who carry on his teachings. He will always be remembered not just as a fierce competitor, but as a vital ambassador for lucha libre and a beloved figure in the wrestling community. Andre the Giant, born Andrei Rene Roussimoff, from congestive heart failure. His untimely was deeply connected to his lifelong battle with acromegaly, a rare condition caused by an overproduction of growth hormone, which leads to abnormal growth of bones and tissues. Acromegaly had a profound impact on Andre's health, causing his immense size, standing at 7 feet 4 inches tall and weighing over 500 pounds at his peak. But it also contributed to numerous health complications throughout his life. The excess growth hormone not only led to his large frame, but also placed a significant strain on his cardiovascular system. As he aged, the effects of acromegaly became more debilitating, leading to severe joint pain, difficulty with mobility, and an overall decline in his quality of life. His enlarged heart, a direct consequence of acromegaly, was particularly susceptible to heart failure, which ultimately led to his. In addition to acromegaly, the physical demands of his wrestling career also took a toll on his body. The intense travel schedule, constant physical exertion, and the strain of performing in the ring exacerbated his health issues. Despite enduring constant pain and discomfort, Andre continued to wrestle well into his 40s, refusing to let his condition limit him. Ultimately, it was the combination of his acromegaly-related health problems, the strain on his cardiovascular system, and the toll of his demanding career that led to his from congestive heart failure. His passing left a lasting legacy in the world of wrestling, where he is remembered as one of the greatest and most beloved figures in the sport's history. Amy Gloria Matsudo, known to wrestling fans by her ring name Giulia, has established herself as a fierce competitor and rising star in the world of professional wrestling. A unique figure in the industry, she is of both Italian and Japanese descent, a background that has allowed her to craft a distinct persona and appeal to fans across the globe. With her incredible athleticism, striking looks, and bold attitude, Giulia has become a standout figure in the Japanese wrestling circuit and, more recently, in WWE's NXT brand. Born on February 21, 1994, in London, United Kingdom, Giulia's mixed heritage sets her apart from many of her peers. Raised with a blend of cultures, she combines the fiery passion and dedication of her Italian roots with the precision and discipline of her Japanese background. Standing at 1.63 metres, 5 feet 4 inches, and weighing 55 kilograms, 121 pounds, Giulia might not be the largest competitor in the ring, but her agility, skill, and fierce drive have made her a force to be reckoned with in the squared circle. Her journey into the world of professional wrestling began in 2017, and in just a few short years, she had made a name for herself in the high-stakes world of Japanese wrestling. Giulia's debut on October 29, 2017, marked the beginning of an exciting chapter in her career. Although she was billed from Tokyo, Japan, her international background and the multicultural experiences she brought to her performances allowed her to stand out. Combining a hard-hitting in-ring style with a unique charisma, Giulia quickly gained recognition and admiration from both Japanese fans and wrestling enthusiasts worldwide. Her rise through the Japanese wrestling ranks was rapid, and Giulia's undeniable talent soon led to her signing with WWE in 2023. She quickly became an important part of NXT, WWE's developmental brand, where she solidified herself as one of the division's premier competitors. In 2024, she achieved a major milestone in her WWE career by capturing the NXT Women's Championship, solidifying her place in the company and her reputation as one of the top stars in the industry. However, despite her undeniable success, recent months have brought a series of challenges that have thrown her future into uncertainty. From visa issues that have complicated her ability to work in the United States, to a rumoured injury that she has been quietly dealing with, Giulia's trajectory in WWE has become clouded by a series of obstacles. These hurdles have led fans to wonder about her immediate future in the company and whether she will be able to overcome these personal and professional difficulties. Visa issues. A potential roadblock to WWE stardom. Though Giulia has become one of WWE's most promising international talents, her journey outside the ring has been far from straightforward. Reports began circulating in early 2025 that Giulia was facing visa-related challenges, which could significantly impact her ability to perform in the United States, WWE's home base. As is common for foreign athletes, professional wrestlers from overseas often require specific types of visas, such as the P1 visa, to legally perform in the United States. These visas are granted based on a combination of athletic talent and the need for international performers, and the process is often lengthy and fraught with administrative challenges. Wrestling insiders have suggested that Giulia's visa issues stem from delays in the renewal process or complications related to new immigration policies that have made it more difficult for foreign talent to enter the country. While such visa challenges are not uncommon in the wrestling world, they have caused significant disruptions to Giulia's WWE career. Sources close to WWE have indicated that the company had high hopes of building Giulia into one of the cornerstones of NXT, with plans potentially in place to fast-track her to the main roster in 2025. However, with her visa situation unresolved, her appearances in the United States have become increasingly sporadic. WWE has been forced to make last-minute changes to NXT storylines and promotional plans, altering key story arcs that were meant to feature Giulia prominently. The situation has caused frustration, not only within WWE's creative team, but also for Giulia herself. Known for her relentless work ethic and competitive spirit, being sidelined by bureaucratic hurdles is not something she takes lightly. Giulia has worked tirelessly to reach this point in her career, and any delay in her journey to the top is a bitter pill to swallow. Injury woes. More than just paperwork. While visa issues have certainly created a significant hurdle for Giulia, they are not the only obstacles she has faced in recent months. Alongside the paperwork delays, there are rumours of an undisclosed injury that has added further uncertainty to her WWE future. While Giulia has not publicly confirmed the extent of the injury, several credible sources have suggested that she has been working through a nagging ailment for months, one that has been aggravated by the intense physical demands of her high-impact wrestling style. The rumours surrounding Giulia's injury first gained traction following a recent match in which she executed her signature move, the Northern Lights Bomb, on opponent Stephanie Vaca. While the move itself was flawless, many fans and observers noticed that Giulia seemed to favour one side of her body after the manoeuvre. She appeared to grimace in pain as the match concluded, prompting speculation that she might be dealing with a shoulder or back issue. These types of injuries are common among wrestlers who perform power moves or take high-impact bumps on a regular basis. If the rumours are true, this injury could be a major setback for Giulia, particularly given the rapid pace at which she had been climbing the ranks of WWE. While no official details have been released, the possibility of a long-term injury adds another layer of concern for both Giulia and WWE. For Giulia's fans, this news is understandably disappointing. She has been one of NXT's brightest stars, and her absence from major events would be a blow to the brand's women's division. However, it's worth noting that Giulia's reputation for toughness and resilience is well established. Despite the pain she may be enduring, Giulia has continued to show up and give her all in every match, proving that she is more than just a talented athlete. She is a fighter through and through. Rumours swirl. Is Giulia's WWE future in jeopardy? As is often the case with high-profile wrestlers, when setbacks occur, rumours begin to swirl. In Giulia's case, the combination of visa troubles and injury speculation has led to a flurry of speculation about her future with WWE. Some outlets have gone so far as to suggest that WWE may be considering releasing Giulia if her visa issues persist for too long, with some even claiming that the company is ready to move on from her. While these rumours have been widely dismissed by others as baseless fear-mongering, they have nonetheless cast a shadow over her WWE prospects. Another rumour that has gained traction in recent weeks is that Giulia may be courted by Japanese promotions, particularly Stardom, where she first rose to prominence before signing with WWE. Some insiders have suggested that Stardom may have already gauged her interest in returning to Japan, either for a permanent move or for a high-profile guest run. While this remains purely speculative, it's a sign of how much Giulia's talent and appeal are valued worldwide. Despite the rumours, many experts in the wrestling community believe that WWE will do everything in its power to retain Giulia. The company has invested a significant amount of time and resources into developing her as a key figure in the NXT division, and losing her at this stage would be a blow to WWE's long-term goals. Giulia represents an international appeal that WWE values, and she could be a major asset in the company's ongoing global expansion efforts. Moreover, it's believed that Giulia maintains strong relationships with top WWE officials, who are eager to see her return once her visa and health issues are resolved. What's next for Giulia? At present, Giulia's future in WWE remains uncertain, and the path forward is unclear. However, if her visa troubles are resolved quickly, and if she can recover from her injury without requiring extensive time off, fans could see Giulia re-enter the spotlight by the summer of 2025. WWE has already shown interest in positioning her for another shot at the NXT Women's Championship, and there is speculation that she may be part of a high-profile storyline once she returns to full health. On the other hand, if Giulia continues to face setbacks, she may take an extended hiatus to heal both physically and mentally. Another possibility is that she could make a temporary return to Japan, where she would be welcomed back with open arms by her former colleagues in Stardom and other promotions. Regardless of the path she takes, it's clear that Giulia's star power and ability to connect with audiences will ensure that wherever she goes, she will continue to make waves in the wrestling world. Conclusion: a test of true strength. Giulia's career has always been about overcoming adversity. Whether it's dealing with language barriers, cultural challenges, or physical pain, she has shown a remarkable ability to rise above every obstacle placed in her path. Now, with visa complications, injury setbacks, and swirling rumours about her future, Giulia is facing perhaps the greatest challenge of her career, but one that she is more than capable of conquering. For fans around the world, there is a deep sense of anticipation surrounding her return. Her resilience, strength, and passion for wrestling make it clear that no matter what the future holds, Giulia is destined for greatness. Whether she's in WWE or elsewhere, one thing is for sure: she will come back stronger, hungrier, and more determined than ever to cement her legacy as one of wrestling's elite stars.